Hello everyone, I'm Ravencore, and welcome back to Cobblemon Create, or as the series name is technically called, Cobble Create. Today I have a few things I want to get done. I want to fully move into my starter base and get started on an iron farm. And another goal of mine is to finish my starter team if I can manage it. Now, right now this build is very bare bones. Doesn't have much to it. The only storage inside of it are these storage drawers. So right now, everything is sitting in chests and barrels over here to the side of it. I need to get that fixed. So I'm gonna get started on moving everything inside. Did not want to break that. I'm gonna start getting everything moved inside. So I'm going to skip ahead to when I have that mostly done. Just about one in-game day later, and I have pretty much everything moved over into the house. Barring a couple different things here and there, I have everything pretty organized and good, like ready. I think it looks pretty good too, honestly, for what it is. With that set up, I think it's about time to figure out where my iron farm's gonna go. And while I could put it up here, I don't want to do that. I want to save that for something later on. So I think it's about time we expand the road a little bit and build a building for the iron farm. Before I can build an iron farm, I need to make myself a workshop. Doing this with a stone shovel is a labor of love. I want to keep the building somewhat separated. I don't want this to be like a dense city. I want it to just be an area that's really pretty. And I really like the look of Suki trees, so I think I might just put a couple over here. I'm gonna plant some grass around the build over here and kind of create some overlap over the road here. I kind of want to go in with the shears, clear out a space here actually, and get in a small farm. This one won't be automatic right now, but I do want there to be a lot of farms. And it's almost summer, so I'm going to go ahead and plant some wheat. Hello, you kind of scared me. I used some framed blocks here to place some coarse dirt, and then I put some oat grass over top of it, so that should help blend in with the wheat when it's fully grown. I'm gonna pick up all of this wheat and go plant it over there. I think this farm is really cute looking. I think I need to make this path a little wider at this turn. That looks better. I really want to get my hands on rice because that is a pretty good material to have. It's very nice looking. I like this. I do need to, relocate some of my tree farm though. I think I'm gonna put another field right about here. Ooh. Tea blossom. Can I grow tea? I'm gonna test that because having a tea farm would be really cool around my workshop. Okay, I'm gonna build another field really fast. Okay, so I can plant those. They grow in spring and summer, so it'll probably grow pretty fast, but I'm really curious, so I'm going to bone meal it anyways. Okay, green tea leaf, and then you get another. Ooh, what if I did like strips of it? You can't make them, so this is going to take a while for me to actually grow. What do I use you for? I can make green tea leaf block. I can make bag of tea leaves. I can cook it into green dye. Dried green tea. How do I make that? I'm looking at the wiki now. So you want to put them, so you make a tea leaf block and you dry it over time. That's interesting. That's a cool mechanic. So I need 9 green tea leaves to do that. I'm getting so off topic from what I originally wanted to do, but it's interesting. I'm gonna pick up these tea blossoms and save them for later. I'm gonna put them in my plants chest. What else should I plant? I have wheat. I can grow tomatoes maybe. I kind of want to try growing grapes. I think that would be pretty cool. Oh, but can't grow those there. Can I do the jungle grapes there? No. Let's do the tomato. I'm going to expand this little farm right here. And oh, hello, random gravel. Thank you, Mr. Anderman, whoever brought that over here. And this game's weird sometimes. I added some flowers. They're really pretty. Okay, so I can get more tea blossoms by shearing flowers. So if I shear a flower, I get a tea blossom instead of a flower. Now, what I think I'm going to do is make the iron farm first and then build around it. Just to make things a little more simple for myself, I'm going to build the iron farm and then I'm going to build around it. because I am feeling the pain of not using iron and I don't like mining. So I have to bite the bullet because once I have an iron farm, I can make a tree farm, I can make an andesite farm, I can make everything. It's very simple. So I'm gonna go grab some lava. There is some just south of here down this path. This is likely where I'm going to have my nether portal as well, right there. And I want to get fancy with it, so I'm going to head out to the ocean really fast and grab a lot of kelp because I want to use belts. I actually don't often use belts in these. I love how pretty this area is. It's just absolutely amazing. And I want to do some builds here as well. Some really kind of like cabin-y kind of vibes maybe. Do I have my Pokeballs on me? I do. If there's anything interesting that appears, I'm going to get that Pokemon. There's a sunken ship over here and a lot of rice. I was talking about that earlier that I want rice. So I'm gonna make sure to pick all of that up. I got a wallpaper in the PC. Got some kelp. Find this map. There's an aged photograph. I'm more interested in this map. I need to head south. Ooh, there's another thing over here. You know what? I might actually head back to base after this and come back for this treasure because my inventory is very full. Okay, got some dive balls, poke rod, template, and a shipwreck cove map. Not sure what that is, but I will explore that on a later date. I'm gonna take some of this cotton. Cotton is good to have. All right, back at base. I've got some things. I got some kelp that I can grow. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that planted now. We have some cotton here. I'm going to plant some of the cotton over here. I think I'm going to take some of this rice and plant it along here just so we have a farm for it now. I'm gonna run over to the village and see what Pokemon I can find because I do want to have a couple more if I can manage it. All right, what can we find here? Because I know at villages, some things spawn differently. I know at villages you can get different kinds of Pokemon sometimes. There's a big ravine going through this village. Very dangerous. Although I'm not seeing anything interesting right now. Do you trade anything? Okay, you trade berries. Ow. Oh, you're cute. Whoa, you're big. You're big. You're tiny. So cute. I am not finding anything interesting right now, so I'm going to head back to base and bite the bullet and build this iron farm. You know what? I'm going to take back what I said earlier. I'm going to build the building first and then build the iron farm because I need to wait for my kelp. Yeah, that's my excuse. That is definitely my excuse. I need more sugi wood. Let's go grab that. I don't know exactly how I want this to look, but I think I'm going to use some cut diorite. If I have any diorite, I do. I need a stone cutter, which I think is over here if I have one. Okay. Do I have a stone cutter? I don't think I do. Let's make a stone cutter then. Stone cutter achieved. I'm gonna try and just build like a warehouse kind of vibe. Don't have a pickaxe. That looks horrible. I'm definitely gonna need to trust the process on this. The flapping of your wings is so loud, but you are so small. I think if I do that, it'll look a lot better. And then I can go over here. Here being wherever some sand is. Get some sand, cook the sand, make some charcoal while I'm at it, make window pane thing and make a pane window. Time to see how this looks. Not bad, honestly. Figure out something about connecting the top though. Do normal diorite along the top. Doesn't look bad from the inside either. I think I'll do that. I think I figured out what my walls are gonna look like. And I think I'm going to continue with this sort of layered effect with the stripped logs like that. The floor I think is just going to be silver maple again. Ooh, so it is summer now, so now our tomatoes are growing really, really well. I think I'm going to not have the rows and just spam them down because this is too small of a field to only have the strips. It was nice while it lasted though. I think this is going to be more than big enough for an iron farm. I like how I can just open those windows to go through them, so that's pretty cool. Boom. I kind of want to put some benches. I know I'm getting distracted. Do we have any benches? No. What Pokemon would be at a winery, I wonder? Because I want to build a winery. I have the vinery mod. So I'm left wondering what Pokemon would be at that. Like what would they be? Where would they hang out? Would they get drunk? Our wheat is growing in nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest that. Kind of want to put down the field really fast for cotton, but I need to finish building. Go through, place all of the reinforced sugi logs, then all the regular ones, and try not to misplace them. So I added something called vein miner just so I can be able to collect stuff like diorite, andesite more, because there's some really pretty blocks, but I don't want to spend a million years gathering them. This is a series meant for fun, not for difficulty. I'm going to go ahead, I'm gonna finish the roof of this and get back with y'all. Okay, one side of the roof is done. Let's get the other side. All right, the roof is mostly done. I just need to finish the walls and everything. That's not where I wanted that. That's also not where I wanted that. Thank you. Okay, the roof is done. The walls are in. I think we are ready just about to get an iron farm in here. So I have a lot of stuff. I don't really have much andesite. So I'm going to take this vein miner and make a really big problem into a tiny one. I'm just gonna make a lot of pickaxes, get my hands on some torches, and find a mine wherever I put it. I think I covered it up. I did. I now have plenty of andesite ready to make an iron farm. Y'all ready for this? You're spinning. My friend, what are you doing? You good? Okay. I'm going to try and be as minimal with the amount of iron I use here. So first, I need a drill. I need a cobblestone generator. Going to take some of this kelp. I need a millstone. So I need a cogwheel, casing, and some stone. Make the cogwheel. First, I need planks. Now I'll make the cogwheel. I'm gonna need one to power it, so I'm gonna make that. Andesite casing, and make the millstone. I need a drill. So I have the two first parts of it. I'm going to need a mechanical press, which is what is really iron intensive because I need to make a fan, which requires 4 iron sheets. So I'm gonna place my lava here, right there. And I have fire tick off, so I'm going to just surround it all in trapdoors. Right below them, I will need millstones. Water will go right there. This might be larger than I need it to be. That's fine. I can make it a workshop as well. I need chutes, which means I think I need more iron plates. Yes, I need 2 more iron plates. I just realized I haven't had sound on this whole time. That's my fault. Then I need 1 more piece of iron. Not 2, but I guess I'm having 2 now. Then after this, I just need to wash some gravel. So this warehouse is a lot bigger than I need it to be. Forgot to place my drill, so I'm gonna place that there. I'm going to be extra about this. Okay, I need to move everything forward by 1. Oh no. I need to move it forward by 1 because I need to be able to power the fans, and they are powered from the back. And then I also need to have space for water right here. I'm going to be fancy with it when I actually have the iron for it and put fans on all of these. It's not the most efficient design, but it's a design I want. I'm going to set the filters now so I don't have to deal with them later. I need to go get some flint for that, so I'll do that here in a second. And I need an andesite funnel. So once I have some flint, that will work. Now the issue is powering it and making it fast. What am I doing? I tried to close that and it decided, oh, you're placing that. Haha, you're placing this andesite funnel. I need to figure out how to power this now. I think I need to make 3 millstones that go on the side. I need to make these millstones that will go here so I can power them from the side. Oh, that mud bray is huge. You would make a massive mud snail. Going to use the encased chain drive for this. If I can manage a placement of it there. Need a few more. Place a cogwheel there. Then I can just link this up with some shafts and hope that that doesn't go the wrong way. I'm pretty sure you can waterlog leaves, right? In this version? Yes, you can. So I think by waterlog leaves, that should work. Hopefully. Get a vertical gearbox right there. Now I think the only thing I need to power now is this. I think another gearbox should allow me to do that. This might not be the best way of doing this, but it's the only way I know. I just have to hope these are facing the right way. Now I just have to, figure out power system, which I think what I'm going to do is just go underground and do it all that way. We have a lot of crops grown, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest all of these. That's all harvested, so now I need to go into the basement. This is going to be the epitome of water wheel spam. This is what might get kind of expensive alloy-wise. So I can make this slow, work slowly, so I can see exactly which way. So that's going the right way. This is not. Apparently there's a configurable gearbox. I'm going to see what that is. What is a parallel gearbox? I'm going to see what this does. Honders are probably the best thing ever in any mod. Let's see what you do. Okay, so that goes the correct way now. That's great. I need to figure out a speed thing. I need to see if that goes the right way or if it just slows it down immensely more. Okay, so I do think that is speeding it up. I don't believe this will be enough. Water wheel spam, how lovely. As soon as I have steam power, I will be replacing this with steam. Oh, that was just barely enough, I think. Now this should be running relatively fast, but it is backwards. Okay, grand. Do I just swap these around, I guess? Yes, just swapping it around fixed it. So now all I need to do is connect up the drill, which shouldn't be too difficult. It should just be a chain drive all across. That's okay. I need one more. It's overstressed again. Dang it. Add more water wheels. More water wheels will fix it, always. We finally have a functional iron form. What happened here though? I think I didn't do this. There we go. So I think this needs to be a little faster, these two, but it's fine. Okay, that is an issue. Okay, so we're not going to do that. Not going to do that because it was messing up. So until I can organize this a little better, this is how it's going to be done. What do you think, Sprigatito? You know what? I need to name you. I always name my Sprigatitos El Gato. Hello, El Gato. The cat. I love it. But we now have a functional iron farm. So I'm going to work on expanding this slowly but surely. It might not be the fastest iron farm in the world, but it's certainly amazing nonetheless. I am more than happy to have infinite iron, no matter how slow it is. This is good to know though. I did not know this. And it's nice to have a nice warehouse style design that I like. I normally have issues trying to figure out that kind of style, but I think this fits perfectly with that style. It's great. I think next episode I'm going to continue work on this path and build a tree farm, which would need me to go to the nether. So next episode we will be going to the nether to get some blaze burners. But for now, I think this is going to be it for today's video. Please subscribe if you like the video. It would mean a lot to me. Take care of yourself. See you next week. Bye!